Have you ever wondered if there's a secret key to manifesting everything you've ever dreamed of? What if I told you that the life you desire, the wealth, the love, the purpose, is already yours? You just have to assume it. Neville Goddard once said, "If you would assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled more frequently, you would be master of your fate." Let that sink in. The very idea that your assumptions can shape your entire reality. But what does that even mean? Is this just wishful thinking? Or is there something more profound hidden beneath this mystical concept? In this video, we're diving deep into the heart of the law of assumption, a principle that not only has the potential to change your life, but to reprogram the very fabric of your subconscious mind. And as you listen closely, you'll begin to feel the shift within you. Because by the end of this message, you won't just understand how it works. You'll know exactly how to use it, starting today. To fully grasp this powerful law, we begin with the man who brought it into the spotlight, Neville Goddard. Born in Barbados in 1905, Neville wasn't your typical spiritual teacher. He didn't preach dogma or force belief. He offered transformation through imagination. He read the Bible not as a religious document, but as a spiritual guidebook, a metaphorical roadmap for awakening human consciousness. Neville's core message was shockingly simple, yet deeply profound. Your imagination creates your reality. That's it. No complicated rituals. No need for external validation. Just one truth. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and you will begin to embody the life you seek. You don't get what you want. You get who you are being. And who you're being is determined by what you assume to be true. The law of assumption goes far beyond positive thinking. It's not about hoping, wishing, or begging the universe for something. It's about becoming. You must step into the version of yourself that already lives the life you desire. Because whatever you assume to be true, whether consciously or unconsciously, must be reflected in your external world. Think of your mind as a projector, and your assumptions as the film running through it. What you see on the screen of your life is simply a projection of what you've accepted as true within. Instead of waiting for something to happen, you live as though it already has. Neville called this living in the end. You don't try to become successful. You assume the feeling of already being successful. You don't hope for love. You embody the feeling of already being loved. That internal shift, that emotional embodiment, is what creates the change. There's a big difference between wishful thinking and the law of assumption. Wishful thinking is like tossing a coin into a fountain and hoping for the best. It's passive, detached, disempowered. But when you apply the law of assumption, you become an active participant in the creation process. You take full responsibility for your reality. You stop waiting and you start becoming. So how do you actually apply this law in your everyday life? Here's how you begin. First, get absolutely clear on what you desire. Write it down in detail. Be specific. The more vivid the desire, the more powerful the assumption. Whether it's financial freedom, a soulmate, a new home, or radiant health, clarity is the fuel of your manifestation. Next, create affirmations in the present tense. Your subconscious mind doesn't understand someday or I will. It responds to the now. So instead of saying, I will be wealthy, you affirm, I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am financially free. Feel the truth of it. Let it settle into your nervous system. Then take it deeper with visualization. And here's the key. Visualize in first person. Don't see yourself like a character in a movie. Be inside the experience. Look through your own eyes. Hear the sounds. Feel the emotions. Taste the success. Smell the fresh air of the dream life you're already living in your mind. And always remember this. Feeling is the secret. Your emotions are the magnetic force that draws your assumptions into form. When you feel the joy, gratitude, peace, and confidence of already living your dream, the universe mirrors that state back to you. Emotions are the language the universe listens to. Begin to narrate your life internally as if everything you desire is already happening. Wake up and say to yourself, "I'm so thankful for the abundance in my life. My energy is vibrant. My relationships are loving and supportive. My purpose is crystal clear." This inner narration shapes your self-concept, and your self-concept creates your reality. Act from the version of you who already has what you want. Ask yourself, what would the successful me do today? How would the abundant me walk into this room? How would the loved and appreciated me speak, think, behave? Then do that. Make decisions aligned with the outcome you've already assumed is yours. Repetition is essential. You can't affirm something once and expect your life to change. You must persist. You must reprogram the subconscious mind with consistent thought, language, and emotion. The more you assume, the more you believe. And the more you believe, the more it becomes your experience. Pay close attention to your self-talk. That little voice in your head, is it supporting your assumptions or contradicting them? If you catch yourself doubting, gently redirect. Replace the thought with a more empowering one. "I'm not sure if I can do this" becomes, "I am more than capable. I already have what it takes." This isn't about lying to yourself. It's about choosing the version of truth you want to live. Let go of how it's going to happen. That's not your job. Your job is the what and the who, what you desire and who you're being. The how belongs to the universe. Trust that it will unfold in divine timing and often in unexpected ways. Release control and focus on alignment. One of the most powerful practices is gratitude in advance. Don't wait to be grateful. Be grateful now. Say thank you, as if the manifestation has already arrived. That energy tells the universe, "I already have this," and it collapses the time between the invisible and the visible. And finally, persist. Even when it looks like nothing is changing, especially then. That's when most people quit. But your reality must reflect your dominant assumptions. It's not a matter of if, but when. Don't plant the seed and dig it up every day to see if it's growing. Water it with faith. Let it grow in the unseen. Trust the unseen more than what your senses tell you. There will be moments when doubts creep in, when the world around you seems stuck, when your mind questions if this is all real. But that's your moment of power, because your outer world cannot resist a persistent inner assumption. It has to change. You were never meant to live as a passive observer. You were born to create, to imagine, to assume the best, and then to live it. You are the author of your reality, the narrator of your experience, the director of your story. The law of assumption isn't about fantasy. It's about alignment. It's not magic. It's mastery. And the only question that remains is this: will you take the pen and write your story, or keep letting life write it for you? Start now. Reflect. Visualize. Assume. Feel. The life you dream of is already yours. All that's left is for you to claim it and live it as if it were already true. If this message resonated with you, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom on universal laws, manifestation, and the power of your mind. And if you're truly ready to take your manifestation to the next level, check out the link in the description and discover a powerful tool designed to reprogram your subconscious mind for abundance, clarity, and total alignment. Assume the best. Live the best. Thank you for watching. Keep believing, keep manifesting. And if this video is resonating with you and helping you align with your dreams, check out the videos below. See you in the next one.